YouTube friends. Today I'm sharing my curly hair care routine. If you don't know me, my name is Meredith and welcome to my channel, mereofalltrades. I do all sorts of unboxings, beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. I also do grocery hauls and shopping hauls and whatever other things I happen to be up to at the moment. So if that sounds like a good time, definitely hit the red subscribe button down below and we can hang out more often. I am a licensed cosmetologist, aka hairstylist in the state of Minnesota, and I'm going to show you how I style my fine curly hair. So I have some pretty decent curl. I do get some corkscrews and some of it is a little bit more wavy. Having multiple textures in your curly hair is pretty darn common, so I'm going to show you exactly what I do. Normally I do this right out of the shower before I even get dressed, but for filming purposes, I put some clothes on first. Alright, so we're going to start out with the first thing that I use, and that is Kenra's Daily Provision. This is a leave-in conditioner, and I spray this all throughout my hair. I take it in sections when I'm working with my hair. I usually do this section first, I count the back as its own section, and then the other side. So I usually do 2 to 3 spritzes in each of my sections. Now, notice I'm not going right up to the top. I'm kind of starting about here and going down. I don't want my upper portion of my hair near the scalp to look greasy because, as I mentioned before, I have fine curly hair. So there is a nice sweet spot between being moisturized enough and having enough product to control the frizz and give good shape to my curl. And then there's the too much where it can end up being a little greasy looking. So the next thing I'm going to use, and this is my absolute new favorite product, this is from IGK. This is their sold out aerosol spray. It is a curl priming base coat. I love this stuff. I use it both wet and dry sometimes, but in the mornings I spray this more at the top. I feel like it gives really good frizz control, and that's all I do with that. It has almond oil in it, and I feel like not only does it control the frizz, but it doesn't leave my hair crispy and crunchy. So now I'm going to take a very wide tooth comb. I got this at Target. It's Goody brand like a bazillion years ago. So I'm just going to go ahead and literally comb through my hair. I don't want to comb out every little bit of curl. I just really want to make sure there's no large tangles. And then I usually will comb it back just a little bit and sort of push. Sorry, I'm using my viewfinder for you guys right now. And it normally wants to part right about here, and that's exactly what I let it do. You want to let curly hair, for the most part, and just do what it needs to do and not futz with it too much. And then the last thing that I've been using lately, I have 2 different curl creams that I sort of go between. Right now, one is the Verb Shape and Define Defrizz and Repair Curl Cream. Really been liking this. And then I've also used the Living Proof No Frizz Nourishing Styling Cream. It says it stops frizz and lightly conditions. I've used both. I think the Verb might be a little less expensive. The Living Proof, I know you can purchase at Ulta, and you might be able to get it at Sephora as well. I'll link all of these products that I can find down below for you guys, so you can try them out if you want to. But we're going to go ahead and use the Verb today. And I'm going to just put approximately like a nickel-sized dollop of cream in my hands. Now I've already got the other 2 products in there. I'm just going to rub it over both of my palms and my fingers. And I'm going to start not quite at the roots and gently sort of place it on the hair first, so I kind of get good even distribution. And then once a lot of the product is no longer on my hands and it's on my hair, I'm actually going to take and scrunch my hair. So I'm literally just catching the hair in my palm, and when I get high enough up in the hair shaft, I am sort of squeezing or scrunching the hair. And that is all I do. And I go all the way around my head. So same thing in the back and on the side. So I sort of use the product that's on this side because I part this way. There's more hair on this side. So I do mostly just this side to about here, as I'm showing you. And then I use this hand to do this side because I really have no hair. It looks like it when it's dry, but I really don't have that much hair. And I'm going to scrunch this side and the back with this hand. And I don't know if you can hear that noise, but my hair is like dripping wet. So I literally barely blot my hair dry. Never rub it with the towel, just blot gently, because anytime you're rubbing, it's going to sort of rough up that cuticle layer and create more frizz, which we are all, as curly people, desperately trying to avoid. And that is all I do. And then when there's just a tiny bit left on my hands, I might take a little bit of curl cream and go right up at the top where I might get like little frizzy flyaways, like I still have little short hairs, little baby hairs that need to be pushed in with the rest of my hair, and that is all I do. I'm done. I'm literally just gonna let my hair air dry, and I'm gonna try to not touch it and futz with it as much as possible until it's mostly dry. At that point, I might go back in and like re-scrunch, especially if there's a spot that's maybe a little bit flat for whatever reason. Maybe it's not as humid that day. And then if there are any places that are looking a little flat or weird, or maybe one section is a little frizzier because maybe I didn't get as much curl cream there, I will go back in with the Sold Out spray on damp or dry hair and just sort of re-scrunch it in. Now, the only thing that I would do differently for most people, if you are curly but maybe a little curlier, or maybe your hair is a little thicker or coarser than mine, is I would say maybe you could switch to doing either a little bit more of the leave-in conditioning spray, or you could use a leave-in cream conditioner versus a spray conditioner. That would be a little heavier and give you a little more moisture if you have thicker hair. And then the other thing I would say is you would probably want to use more like a quarter-size dollop of either the Verb or the Living Proof Curl Cream. I've also used one from AG recently, hair care. That was pretty good as well. I think it's called Recoil. Don't quote me on that. I can link to that one down below as well if I can find it online for you guys. But yeah, that is what I would do. So if you are thicker, just use more product basically, and possibly switch to a cream conditioner that is a leave-in as well. And you could also use this a little bit more, but absolutely loving this. If anything, if you're gonna try any of these products, I would start by trying this one because I do think it's gonna make probably the biggest difference for any of you guys who maybe aren't doing a 3 hair care step routine. And of course, if you can get away without shampooing your hair every single day, do that. The less you can shampoo and still get away with it, the better, and use a good thick conditioner as well. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.